Welcome to the new video. In this video we'll see how to send an email via Google App Engine. Since I'm using Python language, so I will show you an example of how to send an email using this language. So we'll see. So coming to the prerequisite, you need to import this module, that is from google.appengine.api, not ext. Remember that. Import mail. So this should be in your header. Then only we can use the email function. So the mail API provided by the Google App Engine gives us two ways to send an email message. Either we can use the first one, that is mail.send_mail function. Otherwise we can use the email message class. So there are two possibilities. In this video I will show you how to send an email using the first function, that is mail.send_mail. So it has its own set of parameters, that is it takes its own arguments, and then it will send an email. So we'll see an example. So as you can see, this is a mail.sendMail function, and it takes the arguments, that is sender, and then there is a to, and then there is something called subject, and then there is body. So if you invoke this function, that is through any class, suppose you take a form input and then you redirect it to some class. Say you want to store it to the database. First you take the input via form and then you store it into the database, and also you need to send a acknowledgement mail to the user. Then you can include this function over there. So what it does, you need to have a sender. So this here in this function, the sender electronicsguy6@gmail.com. So this should be fixed, and usually this mail should be the one which is same as your registered email ID with Google App Engine, so that you'll be able to send through the App Engine. So since I had registered for Google App Engine through this email ID, I'm gonna use this email ID for my sender. And to can be anything. You can have your own or user email address, and then there is something called subject, and then there is body. So this is totally hard coded values, so you don't want to do that. You want to take the input from the user itself, and then you need to send the mail. So this is not much of the use here, but for a practice purpose you can try this. So customizing the email address. So we'll jump to the fourth point here. As you can see, mail.sendMail has four arguments, that is sender, to, subject, and mail body, and all of it arguments should be of type string. Remember this, all the sender, to, subject, and mail body should be of the type string, and the integer types are not allowed. So what I have done, since the sender should be, you need to know the sender email address well in advance, I have included the email address here, and then I have converted it and I am sending it to the variable sender. So the first argument is done in the mail.sendMail function, and coming to the to argument, what I'm doing, I'm taking the email address from the user with the help of form input. So self.request.get the email address from the user, convert it into string format, and then save it into the variable called to. And the subject can be anything. You can place the relevant subject over here. So in this case just have placed something called hi, and mail body. So I am developing a demo app server, so in that I have done some modifications, and then in my mail body I'll be sending some app ID to the user who has registered. So that I'm converting into the string, and I'm sending that app ID as a mail body. So this is nothing but a app ID, so this will be in my mail body. So this function I'm invoking, So these are the part of my code. As I cannot share the whole code, I just taken the short function of written from the whole code. So let's see how it works. This is my appspot.com, and here is my register form. So what I do, I'll give the first name Rahul Sharma, rahul250 at gmail.com. So once I hit the submit button, I get an app ID to my mentioned email address. Okay, so submit. As you can see, hi Rahul Sharma, the app ID will be sent to the mentioned email address. I've already opened the email address, so here it is, the update. So this is my sender, electronicsky6 at gmail.com. It is me who is sending it to the user called Rahul Sharma. So this app ID is here. As you can see, here is the sender, electronicsky6 at gmail.com. So that is here, and this is subject hi, and 2 is the one which I had given in the form input, that is this email address, and then ignore this HTML part, that is not needed here. So then the mail body consists of an app ID, so that is the app ID which is here. So that's how I've done that. You can go here. So this is the email address. This will go and fall here in this field, is self.request.get email address. So for now we'll ignore this HTML part. I will tell you about that importance in the next coming video. So this is the way you can send an email through Google App Engine via Python language. So for any queries, use the comment section. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Thank you.